What if I told you that some of the most successful YouTube channels out there have never once shown the creator's face? Not even for a second. No awkward intros, no ring lights, no pretending you're comfortable staring into a camera lens. Just pure content that people genuinely want to watch, shared millions of times over. If you're an introvert who has been putting off starting a YouTube channel because the idea of being on camera makes your stomach drop, this is the video you've been waiting for. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to find viral video ideas for YouTube without ever having to show your face. And by the end of this, you'll have a real system you can start using today. Let's get one thing straight before we dive in. The idea that you need to be a charismatic, on-screen personality to succeed on YouTube is completely outdated. The platform has evolved dramatically, and audiences have evolved with it. People don't subscribe to faces. They subscribe to value. They subscribe to ideas. They subscribe to content that solves their problems, answers their questions, or simply entertains them in a way nothing else does. And that's actually great news for introverts because introverts tend to be exceptional at researching, thinking deeply, and communicating complex ideas in ways that feel genuine and useful. Those are exactly the skills that build long-term audiences on YouTube. So the real question isn't whether you can succeed without being on camera. You absolutely can. The question is what you're going to make videos about, and more specifically, how you can find ideas that people are already searching for. That second part is the whole game. Chasing ideas nobody cares about is the number one reason new channels fail. Finding ideas people are actively hungry for is how you build momentum fast. Here's the foundation of the entire system. YouTube is a search engine. It's the second largest search engine in the world, sitting right behind Google. And just like Google, people type questions and topics into the search bar every single day, millions of times. Your job isn't to guess what people want. Your job is to find out what they're already looking for and then create the best possible answer. When you do that consistently, the algorithm doesn't ignore you. It rewards you. And the first method for finding viral video ideas is so simple it almost feels like cheating, but it works every single time. Open YouTube and start typing a topic you know something about into the search bar. Don't hit enter, just pause. YouTube will automatically suggest the most popular search phrases related to what you typed. These autocomplete suggestions are not random. They are pulled directly from real search data, meaning that real people are typing these exact phrases. Every suggestion you see represents an audience that already exists. They are already curious, and they are already looking for content exactly like what you could create. Write those suggestions down. That is your first content goldmine. Take it a step further and repeat that process on Google. Search for the same topic and look at the autocomplete suggestions there too. And then scroll all the way to the bottom of the Google results page and look at the related searches section. Those are even more variations of what real people want to know. You now have a list of proven topics that have genuine demand behind them. Not ideas that you made up, not trends that you're hoping will catch on, but actual documented proof of what people want explained, demonstrated, or explored. Now here's where most people stop, and it's a mistake. Just because something has demand doesn't mean a video idea will go viral. You also need to understand the competitive landscape. Before you create a video on any topic, search for it on YouTube and look at what's already out there. Pay attention to the view counts on existing videos. If you see channels with relatively small subscriber counts getting hundreds of thousands of views on a particular topic, that is a massive signal. It means the topic has strong demand, but the market isn't yet saturated with quality content. That gap is your opportunity. On the flip side, if every single video on a topic has millions of views, but they're all from channels with millions of subscribers, then you're looking at a tough market. That doesn't mean you should avoid it forever, but when you're starting out, you want to find topics where you can realistically compete. Look for that sweet spot where interest is high, but the existing videos are either outdated, incomplete, or just not that great. And that's where you plant your flag. Let's talk about Reddit and how it fits into this strategy, because this is one of the most underused research tools for YouTube creators. Reddit is basically a giant library of human curiosity. People go there to ask questions they don't know how to Google, share problems they're struggling with, and have conversations about topics they're passionate about. Find the subreddits related to your niche and just scroll. Read the post. Look at what questions keep coming up. Look at what posts get the most upvotes and comments. Every high engagement post on Reddit is a real signal that people care about that topic. Turn those posts into videos and you have content that's already been validated by a community before you've ever pressed record. Quora works the same way. Search your topic on Quora and look at the questions that have the most views and followers. If a question on Quora has been viewed 500,000 times, that is not a niche curiosity. That is a mainstream topic with a massive hungry audience, waiting for someone to answer it clearly and thoroughly. Be that person. Create that video. You don't have to be on camera to do it. You can use screen recordings, slideshows, animations, stock footage, voiceover narration, or text-based formats. There are so many ways to deliver valuable content without showing your face ever or appearing on screen. Speaking of formats, let's pause here for a second and talk about the types of videos that tend to perform exceptionally well for faceless channels. Listicles work incredibly well because people love digestible, organized information. Top 10 videos, best of videos, ranked lists, these formats have built entire empires on YouTube. Tutorials and how-to videos are another massive category because they solve specific problems, which means people search for them directly. Explainer videos, where you break down a complex concept into something simple and clear, also perform very well, especially in niches like finance, technology, history, science, and psychology. And then there's compilation and documentary style content where you gather information, stories, or footage around a theme and present it in a structured way. None of these require you to show your face. All of them can generate serious views. Now let's talk about trends because timing matters. Google Trends is a free tool that shows you how interest in any topic has changed over time. You can use it to find topics that are rising in popularity rather than declining. A rising trend means more people will be searching for it tomorrow than are searching for it today. Getting in early on a rising trend can give your video a significant boost in the algorithm because you're creating content that is right as demand spikes. Think of it like surfing. You want to paddle into position just before the wave arrives, not after it's already broken. One more powerful strategy deserves your attention, and it's about looking at what's already working on other platforms. TikTok, Instagram Reels, and X, which is formerly Twitter, move fast. Topics that go viral there often migrate to YouTube searches within days or weeks. Pay attention to what conversations are blowing up on those platforms and ask yourself whether that topic has YouTube video potential. If it does, you can be one of the first people to create long-form content on a subject that's already proven to capture attention. Let me bring this all together for you because I want you to walk away with a clear, actionable picture. Finding viral video ideas isn't about being lucky or having some mysterious creative gift. It is a skill that you develop by paying attention to what people are searching for and what questions they need answered. You use YouTube and Google autocomplete to find proven topics. You can use Reddit and Quora to understand what real people are genuinely curious about. You can use Google Trends to spot rising momentum, and you can analyze the competition to find gaps where good content is still missing. And then you create the best, most helpful, most interesting version of that content that you possibly can without ever needing to put yourself in front of a camera. Being an introvert is not a limitation on YouTube. It might actually be your greatest advantage. The patience to research properly, the preference for depth over performance, and the ability to craft something thoughtful and complete are all qualities that can help you to win this game. Those qualities build the kind of channels that don't just go viral once, they build audiences that keep coming back for years. Now go find your first idea because the search bar is waiting.